Alright, Johnny Kick Drums here. I'm just going to do another updated version of my cymbal setup. I've got a few new ones since I posted the last video. I'm going to go through what's on the kit and also all the other extras I have, and we'll go through them one by one. So we'll start off with the kit first. Let me work my way around here. Don't mind the mess of the jam room. I'm going to be moving soon, so that's why everything's kind of out of everywhere. But up first, we got a set of Sabian HH Leopard hi-hats, 14-inch, pretty old cymbals. I love them. And to the top of that, we got a 12-inch AA Mini China. For the splashes, we have 8-inch AA and 8-inch AAX splashes. We have a 10-inch AAX Ozone splash. Then we'll work our way up to the crashes. 17-inch AAX Explosion crash. We have a 19-inch AA Metal X crash. Then we have a 16-inch AA Rock crash. Then we have an AAX 19-inch Bright crash. And the two 19s each have a 7-inch bell on the top. Last crash is a 17-inch AAX Explosion crash, same as the other one on the left side. Forgot about this guy. This is a 14-inch HHX Evolution Mini China. For the ride, we have an HH 20-inch Leopard ride. And my newest China, which I absolutely love, looks awesome, sounds awesome, is a 18-inch hand-hammered HH thin China. It's got double the amount of hammering in it as the normal hand-hammered China, and it's got just a nice dark trashy tone. Absolutely love it. To the right of that, we have the 19-inch AAX Extreme China. And for the auxiliary set of hi-hats, we have, those are, what are they? 14-inch AA regular hats, or medium hats they're called nowadays, but pretty old. That's the first set of Sabian hi-hats I've ever had. Just don't have the heart to replace them. So yeah, that's the setup. It's looking great. Everything is Sabian now. Got rid of all the others. There was a couple Zildjian China and a Wuhan China, and I had a Peisty ride, but you'll see those in the other pile here shortly. So yeah, loving it. Go through some of the others. I know this place is a bit of a mess, so just bear with me. What do we have here? Up first we have, this is a 6-inch Wuhan Jing cymbal, it's called. I think I have a video on YouTube of this cymbal. It came with a string through the top hole and a little mallet to hit it with. And the hole was like, couldn't even fit it on a 6mm stand, so I put it on the drill press and drilled it out so I could fit it on the 8mm stands. Awesome little bell, very bright. This is one of the first splash cymbals I've ever owned. You can see she's a little bent up, but it's a 6-inch B8 Pro Sabian splash. Like I said, just got to keep it because it was one of my first ones. Up next, we have some no-name brand 8-inch splash. I guess it's made in China from what they told me at the music store. It's like a knockoff of a turkey cymbal. Lathed on the bottom, semi-lathed on the top. Actually sounds pretty good. Up next, we have, what is this? This is a 10-inch Rage Bass splash by Orion. It's made out of B8 bronze. It had crazy looking hammer marks in it. That's basically why I bought it. Kind of sounds similar to a B8 Pro splash. I use it once in a while just because it kind of sounds cool. Sometimes I pair it with the next one here, the Stag, and make a mini set of hi-hats out of it. This is the Stag Splash Myra, 10-inch. I think it's a, what's that say? Medium splash. Kind of cool sounding. What else do we got here? This is another Stag Splash, 12-inch VB, vintage bronze. It's got the on-lathe finished on the top. I believe the bottom is lathed, yep. And it's pretty dark. I actually use this as a ride, believe it or not, sometimes. It's quite heavy for a 12-inch splash. It's got a really dark, pingy, almost like a K Zildjian Special dry ride or something like that. It's pretty cool. Use that once in a while. This is the first splash cymbal I've ever owned. My parents got this for Christmas for me when I was like 14 or 15 years old. It's got a couple cracks there in it up at the hole, but it's a B8 Pro 12-inch. Like I said, I just don't have the heart to get rid of it. Got a Zildjian K 14-inch mini China that was on the kit in the last video that I replaced with the HHX Evolution. Pretty cool cymbal. What we have here, these are an old set of UFIP or UFIP Italian brand cymbals. The only thing in them is there's a stamp that says UFIP. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. Yeah, right there. I know the quality's not the best, the lighting's kind of shit down here, but they came on my kit when I bought it used years and years and years ago. They pretty dry sounding. They're quite thin, but always hang on to stuff. This is a Wuon S Series 16-inch crash. Really explosive sounding crash cymbal. B20 bronze. Sounds pretty cool. Throw that on every once in a while. One of my favorite China cymbals, the old faithful Wuon 18-inch China. I've had this was the last one on the kit to be replaced by the Sabian. I've played other 18-inch Wuon Chinas, but I don't know why this one sounds the way it does. It seems to be a little thinner than most of the ones I've seen, and it's super trashy. That'll be going on my second kit once I get that all set up. But I love that cymbal. This is the first AAX cymbal I've ever owned. It's a 18-inch AAX metal crash by Sabian. Bought that when I was in high school. I was so happy to have my first AAX cymbal. That'll be around for the duration of my time, probably. Up next is another one of those knockoff of a Turkish cymbal. I don't even know the brand. There is none. There's no stamps, no nothing on it. It's just 18. That's the only thing that it says on it. But I use it as a crash. It's different sounding. It's not quite like a China and not quite like a crash. It's kind of weird. It's lathed on the bottom like the splash is, but it's got a huge bell on it. Doesn't sound great as a ride, and it's not that great as a crash either, but oh well, it's kind of cool looking. It was only like 50 or 60 bucks or something. What the hell? I found this in a hawk shop, or a pawn shop, years ago. It's a 18-inch crash ride, and it's B8 by Sabian, made in Germany. One of the first B8s that Sabian released way back in the mid-80s. Pretty cool. I use it as a crash. It sounds pretty good. Not much of a ride cymbal. And last but not least is the old faithful that's been on the kit forever. Just recently replaced by the Leopard ride is the Peisty Rude Power Ride 20-inch. Great sounding cymbal. Super loud, super pingy. It's great for jamming when we got the amps full cranked, when you're dealing with like a 412 like that. You need something to really cut through when the kit's not mic'd up. It's great. Definitely keep that around. So anyway, just thought I'd give you a quick run through of my cymbals. That's all of them. And yeah, once I get the second kit set up, I'll do a tour of both kits and show you what's rocking. Cheers, y'all.